Hello beautiful people, welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time, welcome, and tell all your friends to welcome to my YouTube channel. So we are spoiled. We are having a guest, and we are going to talk about one topic that is so close to my heart, and it's so close to my guest's heart. My guest really loves this topic. She has really worked on it and worked on it and worked on it. We had planned to do this video like long time ago, but I know this is the best time to do this video. So please sit down, grab your seat, grab your books, and be ready to learn. We are going to look at diet. Yes, diet. We are going to see what can reduce the hyperness for children who have autism spectrum disorder. So I will welcome my good friend Kavita to talk about diet and children who have autism. Kavita, welcome. Introduce yourself.
Thank you, Linda. My name is Kavita. I'm a special needs teacher, and I'm also a Montessori trained teacher, and I'm based at Goodrich Kindergarten. I deal with children with autism.
Yeah.
And Linda, you had asked me to say why is it that these children are very hyper,
Yes.
and why is it that we do not understand how to help them to even settle.
Yeah.
And I told you it was the diet. Autistic children themselves have sugar in themselves. That's why they're very hyper. So,
where is the sugar?
In the auditory part of the brain, they're very, 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 very hyper. And as it is, the sugar in the body is there already.
Yeah, because the bigger percent of children with autism, they are very quite hyper.
And so, sugar is not a problem if in a normal way of eating.
Yeah.
And sugar was never a problem, but the problem is because they're very hyper, we have to take the sugar off. If you reduce one thing, it will become better.
Yes, yes, yes.
So even for children with ADHD, we say no sugar, no preservatives, no colors, no additives, no, you know, all that things. So we look into those kind of, and we are made with food, and the way we eat is what we react with. So we have to understand the body.
Yes.
And with these children, this is what is happening. They've got gluten and saline problems. So if they eat gluten, that is the wheat, they become hyper completely. Well, now what happens in the body?
Now let me get it so clear for the viewers who are watching.
Yes.
So autistic children, they have sugar in their body.
Yes.
Already.
Yes.
So when they eat anything, a bigger percent of, we are not saying or a bigger percent of them.
Yes.
When they take things that are sugary, they overreact to it.
That's
and that's why they become extremely hyper.
Yes, even normal children.
Yes, and even normal kids. And they have very high level of activity.
Yes.
That is one. So the parent with children who have autism, they need to cut sugary things.
Completely. That is why we are cutting off the sugar.
The sugar. So the next thing is gluten.
Yes.
How does gluten, or can you kindly just tell us what is gluten? And tell us how does gluten affect children with autism?
Yeah.
Maybe for a parent who has no clue on diets, maybe can get some
So gluten is the wheat.
Wheat. Okay.
Anything to do with wheat.
Yes.
Now for you and me, it's okay. We can digest, we can do everything.
Yes, yes.
But for them, it's toxic matter in the body.
Oh, okay.
So what happens is when they eat, it becomes like a drug in the body. And that's why they start rocking, they start jumping, they're running.
They're steaming, right?
Yes, and they can't settle. They're making noise. They have got their own things they are doing. Yeah. If you really look at the way they start acting, you straight away know this one has come from home, but has eaten a wrong food. Like they're not even allowed to eat red meat. They're not allowed to eat some certain other food also apart from fruits, also apart from food itself, gluten itself.
So gluten makes them, it's not digested
No,
easily?
it doesn't digest.
For autistic children.
And it disturbs their gut in the small intestine. It's a gut problem. So it's
a gut problem for autistic children.
Yes, and it becomes
So anytime they take mandazi, they take chapatis here in Kenya, they take Anything wheat,
Wheat,
kind of
anything
flour?
to with spaghetti,
spaghetti.
anything to do with wheat. We
It
do not allow
affects
them. Yeah, it affects. We just straight away stop that.
Yeah.
We do not give them that.
Okay.
Okay, and
Yes.
the saline, the protein in the milk.
Saline, that means casein.
Casein in
casein in
the
milk,
milk
and the yogurt.
Yes, so we do not give them even any milk product. Instead, we can give them other things like the almond milk, camel milk, goat milk, coconut milk. There are things that they can take.
Now, there's something I want to understand for the purpose of viewers
Yes.
about the casein. Now, the protein in the dairy product.
Yes.
How does it affect?
It's the same thing. It
sugar
becomes very poisonous in the body. It's toxic. It's a toxic matter for them. So it is like you taking a drink in your body and you become hyper. You become very, very, let's say like a drunkard person.
Yeah.
So it becomes toxic to them. So what happens is they're again very, very hyper.
Oh, right. I really get it. So that means for those three
Yes.
categories,
Yes.
the gluten, the casein, and then the sugary things.
Yes.
They affect children with
Very
autism.
badly. First of all, to the autistic children.
To the autistic
very badly.
And ADHD.
Yes.
And kids with ADHD.
Yes.
Now, Kavita, would you kindly guide us or give us more information about what now, since now that's affecting? Can that also, does it have any relationship with their nervous system?
Yes, of course it will affect their nervous system because they will not have any control over themselves.
Yes.
But also,
Yes.
you see, it is like even their peripherals, they can't control either because they will still go on jumping and jumping. They can't just stop. Either they'll rock, they'll run, they have to make noise, they can't distract, they cannot sit. Now, if they can't sit, they can't do anything. So what do you do in the class? How do you then calm down?
So that affects their learning.
Learning very badly.
Not only their behavior, also their ability to learn.
So some of them, even if you try to calm them down, they become very violent. So they can bite you, they can push you, they can beat you, and some of them become even very violent.
Yeah, when that is not observed.
Yes.
Oh, that's a very nice. Thank you for giving us that. So also now, when we take away the sugar, what can we replace with the sugar? Let's start from there, one point at a time. Now we start at the sugar. We know for sure they're not supposed to take anything sugary.
Yes.
How can we replace that?
Well, we can say stevia is okay.
Stevia is what?
Yes, stevia is artificial sugar.
Oh.
That's
honey?
Honey can do, but honey is again sweet. Or rather, they take the stevia because stevia is artificial sugar, but even that you start reducing slowly. If you can make it, leave that out. They are very good with water.
Okay.
If you can give them lots of water.
Lots of water
even
more than
some
sugary
people
drinks?
put dates also. They use dates, the sugar in dates.
Oh, the sugary in dates.
Yeah, some people use that, and that's also okay.
So instead of giving the sodas, the juices,
no sodas.
Give them water and some dates in the water.
Yeah, you can soak dates at night and then just blend it.
Yes.
And mix it with almond milk or coconut milk.
Oh, then give it to them.
You can give them. It's okay.
Oh, now that's sorted. Now we are telling them not to take gluten, which is wheat.
Yes.
What can I?
There are gluten-free flours. There are many now available.
Yes.
Before they were not, but we can say ugali is our staple food. Yes. But we can make so many recipes out of ugali, and we can make even chapatis gluten-free now. We can make it with this thing, millet, sorghum.
Yes.
We
can make chapati with millet and sorghum?
Yeah, even this thing, mohogo, cassava flour.
Cassava, yes.
Yes, we can even use cassava flour. So, a potato flour. We can make many things with that as well. It's us to create how to go about it because potatoes itself has 450 recipes.
Potatoes?
Potatoes itself has 450
recipes. For flour?
For potato itself. Potato you cook, you can have 450 recipes out of potatoes itself. And with flour, you can make many things also.
Do we have potato flour?
Yeah, there is potato flour as well available. But gluten-free flour, it is available. But now you have to remember, it should not have wheat in it.
Okay.
Because some people say it's gluten-free, but they have wheat in it. And then they can say gluten-free spaghettis or pastas. But then you have to even understand that oats is also wheat. Some people say oats is not wheat, but also oat is also made out of wheat.
Okay, honestly, I didn't know that.
It has wheat in it. So
now
cereals are not good for them.
Now let's go to the last one, which is now the casein, the protein in the dairy product.
Yes.
The milk and the yogurt. What can we replace on that?
We can make yogurt out of coconut milk and even the camel milk or the goat
milk.
Yeah, but I don't think our children are so much into yogurt, what I've seen according to me. And my experience in teaching, I've not seen people taking yogurt so much for autistic children. No, I've not seen. Until unless they buy these bio yogurts from the shop, which is not allowed.
So instead of cow milk, they can do camel
milk, goat milk, soy milk.
Soy milk.
Yeah, soy milk. I told you the others as well.
Yes. Yeah. Now, as we end this video, I want you to just tell us your experience with children who take the right diet, and children who doesn't take the right diet, because we're just ending the video.
Okay. The ones who are on strict diet and are able to do the diet very well, believe me, they perform. And they're very calm and they can understand. Today you are there, tomorrow you are not there. What happens? And you're taking them to school and you have not got anything out of the day, if they're very hyper. Then you have to do the right diet. If you do the right diet, you see them calm down, they do things, they actually write, read, addition, subtraction. They're playing even instruments. They do like the other normal children do. But the ones that don't have diet, they don't understand the diet and they cheat on the diet, like they feel pity, like they sympathize so much. Is like, if we eat this much, why can't my child? And those children do suffer because they can't settle, and when they don't settle, they have not much to
do.
Yeah, and again, don't forget even the speech. You see the speech, they can't settle. If they can't settle, how do you start the speech also?
Even I struggle
because
there's
some, there's
actually
some
I even tell some parents.
ASD, and there's some who are high functioning. There's Asperger's and there's ASD. So you need to look into that a bit more. So if parents work hand in hand, they will see a change in their child.
Diet.
Definitely, diet.
There is this theory I've heard. I can't call it a theory, it's like a rumor, whereby the parents says that children who there's some diets that does not affect some, there's some diet that affects some. What can you say about that?
Well, because every autistic child is different.
Yes.
And everybody reacts differently to each and everything. Some don't react to the tomatoes, some react to the tomatoes. It's us to know.
Yes.
It's us to check on it. So
what should the parents should do? Maybe a parent watching as an autistic child who doesn't know what to leave and not to leave. What should they start leaving the sugar? Should they start leaving the gluten? Should they start leaving the casein? How do you advise them, Kavita?
The first 3 years, immediately.
Yes.
The rest, like tomatoes, lemon, oranges, those are the things you now check on.
So the first 3, that's not the
sugar. It's essential.
It's essential.
There's no turning to this.
There's no like, because I've had parents argue, no, mine does not react to the wheat, even though they eat wheat, they're very okay, but when they take milk, they're very hyper with the milk, or sometimes gluten makes them hyper, but milk does not make them hyper. What can you say about that kind of argument?
No, I told you, each and every child is different.
Yeah.
You have to understand each and every child.
But for you stick on the 3
immediately first.
It's essential.
Yes.
Kavita, can they do away with it, then after some time start introducing Sure by slowly?
No, that will not help.
That will not help.
No, this is a lifelong thing.
Yeah.
It is a lifelong thing. But once, even if you eat autistic diet food, believe me, you're eating the healthiest food in the world. It's the healthiest diet you can eat in the world.
It is just us who doesn't know the varieties.
Yes.
And in the next video, you are taking us to the kitchen.
Yes.
to see what you need to cook for children
Yes,
with
the
autism.
food, yes.
So that you can't be telling our viewers, stop gluten, stop casein, stop the
Yeah,
dairy
we'll give you
products,
many
stop,
ideas.
stop and stop and stop, and we're not giving you option. So please wait for because the next video will be amazing. We are going to get into Kavita's kitchen and see how she has done that. She has been in the field for maybe before even I was born, for quite a long time. So she has all the ideas, she has the experience. So in the next video, please make sure you I will premiere that video so that you know the next video, what can we cook now for children with autism. And she has said the autistic diet is the best for even
us, if even for a normal person.
Maybe I
if
need
we
to adapt
follow that,
yes.
I'm telling you, we'll be the healthiest people in the world.
So check out on the next video. But for this video, learn as much as you can. Thank you so much, viewers, for watching. I do appreciate, and Kavita, I do appreciate you. See you on the next video on the kitchen as we prepare good food for children who are autistic and ADHD, and even all of us.
Yeah, ADHD, you see, you don't bother about the gluten so much, but you would bother about the sugar a bit more.
So for ADHD is more of a sugar.
Yeah, more of sugar.
Please underline that. For ADHD children, it's
more of
sugar. That's what you need to cut.
Artificial colors, preservatives. Yeah.
You need to cut. That the juices and the those things.
All those
and
things.
The normal sugar, do away with them.
That's it.
Have you heard that for yourself? All right. Now, see you on the next video. Kavita, bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.